So, hello, welcome back to a new video, a brand new series, which I'm planning on calling the State of Footy. I might change the name, I don't know. I haven't really thought of changing the name. Maybe I could in the future though. It's just gonna be like any other weekly football recap show on YouTube, except ours gonna be really shit. So a few talking points. So we're gonna start with the international break because it's not just gonna be like concrete the past 7 days because it is the first episode. So we're gonna like stretch the boundaries a bit, but as we go on, it'll probably be a bit more concrete. So first talking point, Germany lost 2-1 to North Macedonia this week, in Germany, in their own country, home stadium. It's the first time they lost the World Cup qualifying game in over a decade. You just have to wonder, Joachim Low is going to leave after the Euros. Of course, they're not going to get rid of him before. You don't sack a manager before the Euros, especially after he announced he's going after. He's been with the German national team, for a while now. So questions have to be asked. Could they crash out of the Euros like the 2018 World Cup? They're in a really competitive group. Or is it just a shock fixture? But anyway, not a very good sign for the Germans. Japan defeated Mongolia 14-0. Investigations have gone in of who changed the sliders. So Wales played Czech Republic in a World Cup qualifier this past week, and part of the Czech Republic team was a player who racially abused Glenn Kamara of Rangers in the Europa League game a few weeks ago. Wales walked out with tops that said show racism red card, and then during the match, Bale went on and elbowed the player that racially abused Kamara right in the face. You really love to see it. Very, very lovely from Gareth. Big up. We love to see it. If he isn't knighted for this, then surely questions have to be asked. So there was this goal in the Portugal-Serbia game that apparently wasn't called because apparently it didn't go over the line. Not sure how that happened, but anyway, it led Ronaldo to take the captain's armband off, throw it on the floor, and storm off. A lot of people kind of thought, should he lose the captaincy? I never thought he will. Ronaldo's never going to lose the Portugal captaincy. That's just how it works. But Diogo Jota had a brilliant performance, getting 2 goals in that game. Carried that on to the Liverpool game, where I got a little bit excited on Twitter. Follow me. So then, on a bit of a more serious note, of course, these qualifiers for the Qatar World Cup, of course, we know there's slave labor and a massive breach of human rights in Qatar right now in general. So there was lots of protests against that, it's not a very good situation, so it's great to see some light brought on it, some attention. But I also think Hoshia Kimmich stated it pretty well when he wrote 10 years too late. It probably is a bit too little too late, but still a good gesture nonetheless. So in other news, Sergio Ramos is injured and is probably going to miss both matches against Liverpool in the Champions League. We're not going to see the rematch between him and Mo Salah, which is definitely going to happen because Salah is definitely going to run length of the pitch and scissors kick him. He's the nicest guy. He wasn't going to do anything. But it was kind of cool seeing him climb that wall with a peg. Erling Haaland and his father Elfing Haaland were reported to they visited Spanish cities Barcelona, Madrid, and Sevilla, as they have been linked to them. I just think they were doing a lads and dads before the weekend. That's just my opinion. But seriously, so Frankfurt just beat Dortmund. They're currently 7 points away from a Champions League spot. Pep said they're not going to buy a striker when Aguero leaves. Just going to rely on Liam Delap and Gabriel Jesus. And then you kind of have Barca, Real Madrid, the other 2 clubs that were interested. Barca can't even pay Coutinho's wages. Real probably won't be able to afford him. If City can't afford him, surely Real can. And neither of them have been good recently. So I really can't see him leaving Dortmund anytime soon. That's just me though. So over to the Premier League when club football finally returned. West Brom beat Chelsea 5-2. Another Big Sam masterclass. Which you may think West Brom could still go down, which I think they very well could, but it just mixes things up a top 4 a little bit more. City beat Leicester, just took another step on their title race, just kind of really secured their dominance. Still kind of between, I still think Leicester can't place top 4. It was just City just showing why they are quite rightfully top of the league. As recording this, AC Milan, who were in a strong position to win the title for a solid majority of the season, are currently 8 points away from rivals Inter, who are at the top of the table. And Inter also have a game in hand. So it looks like they should definitely still finish in a Champions League position, I think. So it will be fun to see them in the Champions League, but it looks like their title hopes could very well be slipping away. Neymar is sent off on a Ligue 1 match while playing for PSG because PSG do play in Ligue 1, so that wouldn't make sense. But more important than that, it was his 3rd red card in 14 games, which you don't really get that much. So that happened. And then it has been a bit of an upbeat video, but it would just feel wrong to not mention. It had, I know what I just mentioned, but overall it has been a pretty sad week for football. Of course, the passing of ATV Claude and then Lee Collins, a Yeovil town captain. All condolences with and thoughts with their families and friends. Very tragic for anyone involved, and not just their family and friends, but anyone else that was involved by their passing. I know they're both very beloved. So yeah, this is a new series. Let me know if you like it. I might just make one every week, just kind of a recap. Because I know I've just kind of been talking about football, but it's just been a bit kind of concrete, like Premier League predictions, Champions League predictions, international break predictions. So I just figured maybe just take a step away from predictions for a bit and just kind of have a loose, just kind of all-inclusive, just kind of football show, really. So, yeah, just let me know if you enjoyed, how we can change it, make it better as the first episode. And yeah, see you in the next video.